Hello my dear students, welcome back to the fourth session on surface chemistry. Last class I had explained to you all about colloids and different types of colloids. Today we learn about the preparation of colloids and some methods of purification of colloids. So how many methods of preparation of colloids are there? We have totally 3 methods of preparation of colloids. First one is chemical method, second one electrical disintegration or Bredig arc method, and the third one is peptidization. The first one is chemical method. Here there are different ways in which a colloidal solution can be prepared. We are taking example for each method and we will learn them. The first one is by oxidation. We have used the example of preparation of sulfur salt by oxidation. Here sulfur dioxide gas is bubbled through hydrogen sulfide solution. It will undergo oxidation reaction and sulfur salt is produced. Okay, we get sulfur colloidal solution. Okay, that's the first method. The second method is by hydrolysis. Here we have taken an example of preparation of ferric hydroxide salt. So ferric chloride, okay, is added to water. It will undergo hydrolysis to give ferric hydroxide salt. That is by hydrolysis. Okay, that's the second method. The third method is by double decomposition. We have taken an example of preparation of arsenic sulfide salt. H2S is bubbled through cold solution of arsenic oxide to give arsenic sulfide salt. The reaction which happens here is decomposition. We call it as double decomposition. Okay. Last method is by reduction. In this we are taking a metal salt solution. Okay, whichever salt you want to prepare, any metal salt you want to prepare, we have to take its salt solution. We have taken auric chloride solution. Okay, I want gold salt. Okay, so I have taken auric chloride solution. For this a reducing agent is added. This is the reducing agent. This is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde. Okay. So formaldehyde is added to auric chloride solution. You will get gold salt. You are going to get what? Gold salt. So this is by reduction. Here the reaction is reduction reaction which is happening. Okay. So there are totally 4 methods. First one by oxidation, second one by hydrolysis, third one by double decomposition, and the fourth one by reduction. So these are the chemical methods of preparation of colloids. Second one is peptidization. Peptidization is a process of converting a precipitate into a colloidal solution by adding dispersion medium and small amount of electrolyte. Okay. So what is peptidization? We are taking the precipitate, okay, and we add some electrolyte to that, and the precipitate will get converted into a colloidal solution. This process is called as peptidization. Okay, now for understanding this better, I shall take an example. Okay, so in one test tube I have got a precipitate of, I have got some precipitate here, it is of ferric hydroxide, FeOH thrice. Okay, precipitate of what? Ferric hydroxide. To this an electrolyte is added. Ferric chloride electrolyte is added. Ferric chloride has got Fe plus 3 ions and Cl minus ions. correct? It has got Fe plus 3 ions and Cl minus ions. Now this precipitate of ferric hydroxide adsorbs a particle, one of the ions, from the electrolytic solution. So what does it do? If this is the precipitate of ferric hydroxide, FeOH thrice, okay. For this it will adsorb positively charged ferric chloride. Now the precipitate will break up into smaller particles of size of a colloid, okay. So here you can see ferric hydroxide, ferric ion, it will precipitate to give positively charged colloidal particles, okay. More about charge on the colloidal particles I shall explain in the next class, okay. The electrolyte which is used for peptization is called as peptizing agent. I hope you understood about peptization. What we have done? We have taken a precipitate, added an electrolyte, okay, with the dispersion medium, shake it, you are going to get a solution of a colloid, okay. So that is about peptization. Next is Bredig arc method. This method is based on dispersion and condensation. Also, this is the method which is used for preparation of metal salt. We have taken two electrodes, okay, which is immersed in the dispersion medium, and the entire container which contains the dispersion medium and the electrode is surrounded by the freezing mixture of ice, okay. Also, there is a small amount of stabilizing agent which is added to the dispersion medium, so that when it forms a colloid it will be stable, okay. So what exactly happens? Here two electrode, an electric arc is struck between them and the metal vaporizes, okay, and immediately it gets condensed to form the colloidal solution. The vaporization is because of the intense heat or intense temperature due to the electric arc which is struck, okay. There is an electric arc which is struck between the two electrodes. The metal particles will vaporize and immediately gets condensed to form the colloidal solution, okay. So the metal salt is prepared in this manner using Bredig arc method, okay. So these are the three methods of preparation. Next we have purification of colloidal solution. There are three methods of purification of colloids. Now why exactly we have to purify the colloidal solution? See, during the preparation of colloidal solution we add some amount of electrolytes. If the electrolyte quantity increases, okay, if the electrolytes are more in a colloidal solution, it may coagulate. So it is very important for us to remove the electrolyte particles from the colloidal solution, okay. The process of removal of the electrolytic particles from the colloidal solution to the minimum amount is called as purification of colloids. If small amount of electrolytes are there, it will actually stabilize the colloidal solution, but only when it is excess it has to be removed, okay. Not only electrolytes, sometimes there are soluble particles also which will be there in the colloidal solution which has to be removed, okay. So we will see the first method of purification, that is dialysis. Dialysis is a process in which the dissolved electrolytic particles or small particles are removed from the colloidal solution by the process of diffusion using suitable membrane. What is it? Dialysis is a process in which the impurities or dissolved particles are removed from the colloidal solution by the process of diffusion using suitable membrane. So, suitable membrane is a semi-permeable membrane which we are using. It can be animal bladder, it can be cellophane, or it can be even parchment paper. These membranes will allow the movement of only true solution particles or very small particles. It will not allow the colloidal solution to pass through. What will happen? The membrane, semi-permeable membrane, allows only the movement of small particle or true solution particles. It will not allow the colloidal particles to move. It will not allow the colloidal particles to pass through them. So what we do is, we take the impure colloidal solution in a dialyzing membrane and we put it into a container which contains water, or there is flow of water. You can see water is coming from below, fresh water, and the water with the crystalloids. Crystalloids means it's nothing but the impurities or the electrolytic particles which are there. Okay, it is removed continuously from above. So the water flows from below and the water with the impurities is removed from the above. Okay. So what happens here is, when the dialysing membrane is dipped into this water, the impurities what is there, it will diffuse out into water which is there around it. But this process of dialysis is very slow. Okay, it is really very slow. To increase the speed, we have electrodialysis. This is a special method of dialysis in which electric field is applied to accelerate the speed of dialysis. What we are doing? We have put an anode and one cathode into this container, okay, so that if there are ions, the electrolytic particles are usually ions, positive ions and negative ions, that is cations and anions. So cations will move towards cathode and anion will move towards anode because of the attraction for the respective electrodes. Okay, that is electrodialysis. To understand it better, we will see. Here you can see there is a dialysing membrane, okay, in which the colloidal particles are there. When there is current, that is two electrodes are there, you can see the particles have moved towards respective electrodes. That is, cation will move towards cathode and anion will move towards anode. Okay, this is electrodialysis. Okay, the next method or the last method of purification is ultrafiltration. Now normal filter paper if you take, the true solution particles can pass through them, even the colloidal solution particles also can pass through them. Okay, so the pore size of the normal filter paper is quite large. So there is a process in which we are going to reduce the pore size of the normal filter paper such that the colloidal particles can be filtered out or separated out from the solvent or the dispersion medium and the impurities. Okay. So what do? Is we take the filter paper, soak the filter paper in collodion solution, okay, and then hardening of the filter paper is done using formaldehyde and then we dry it. Now the pore size has reduced such that only the colloidal particles will remain back and all the other particles is just passing through. Okay. Then Colloidal particles left on the ultrafilter paper is stirred with fresh dispersion medium to get the colloidal solution back. Now, the filter paper is called as what? Ultrafilter paper. Okay. Here the filtration process is really very slow. To increase the speed, pressure or suction is applied. Pressure or suction is applied. Now, one more thing what you have to know is, what is this colloidal solution? It is 4% solution of nitrocellulose in a mixture of alcohol and ether. I hope you have understood what is ultrafiltration. Next class, we will be learning about the properties of colloids and charge on colloidal particles. So, today we learned 3 methods of preparation of colloids and 3 methods for purification of colloids. See you next class. Stay tuned, stay focused. Thank you, my dear children.